If she acts like this, she's into. You don't miss these signs. The digital stoic wisdom. Welcome back, gentlemen. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever looked into a woman's eyes and felt something, but couldn't quite explain it? That quiet, lingering moment where words fail, but energy speaks. You see, most men are looking for obvious signs like bold declarations or grand gestures, but in truth, the strongest signals are whispered, not shouted. They live in the quiet spaces, those fleeting touches, the way she leans in, just slightly closer than necessary, the glance she holds a second too long. These are not random. They are intentional, powerful, and easy to miss if you're not grounded and paying attention. Today, we're exploring one of the most misunderstood aspects of connection, the subtle signs that reveal a woman wants to be closer to you. These signals are far more valuable than a compliment or flirtatious words because they come from a deeper place: instinct, vulnerability, and attraction. When you learn to recognize them, you don't just improve your dating life. You elevate the way you interact with women with presence and clarity. As the great Khalil Gibran once said, between what is said and not meant and what is meant and not said, most of love is lost. That's where today's lesson comes. In real connection isn't always loud. In fact, it's often quiet. And your job as a stoic, as a man who moves with intention, is to perceive beyond the noise. In this video, we'll walk through 7 powerful yet subtle cues that reveal when a woman wants more than just polite conversation. She wants closeness. These are not tricks or tactics. They are truths drawn from human nature. Body language and emotional energy stick with me to the end. Because when you master these signs, you won't chase connection anymore. You'll recognize it, you'll welcome it, and most importantly, you'll respond with wisdom, not impulse. Let's begin sign number 1, the subtlety of flirting. Flirting can be one of the most delicate yet clear signals that a woman wants to get closer. Often it's not in the overt gestures, but in the small, seemingly insignificant actions that weave together to form a tapestry of attraction. One of the most classic signs of flirting is when she begins to twirl her hair during a conversation. If you notice her gently twisting a strand of hair around her finger while maintaining eye contact with you, it's a powerful sign. It's not just a nervous habit. It's a way for her to soothe herself, while simultaneously drawing attention to herself. In a subtle yet flirtatious manner, it's as if her body is saying, "I'm interested and I want you to notice." This playful act has a dual purpose. It's both a self-soothing gesture and a way to engage you in the conversation without words. When paired with prolonged eye contact, the message becomes even clearer. She's not only paying attention to you, but she's giving you an unspoken invitation to engage deeper. The key to responding. Here is subtlety. You don't need to overdo it, but you should acknowledge the playfulness with your own calm and sincere response. Acknowledge her interest by maintaining the eye contact, and when the moment feels right, offer a compliment that goes beyond her physical appearance, something like, "I admire your positivity," or "You have a great energy about you," complimenting her personality or spirit shows you're engaged on a deeper level and reflects your emotional intelligence. If you feel the attraction growing, don't rush it instead. Enjoy the dance of flirting and be open to seeing where it leads. If she continues to make these subtle, flirtatious moves, it's a clear sign that she's ready to explore a deeper connection with you. Sign number 2, a loving smile, the loving smile. A gesture that holds far more power than most men realize. Picture this, you're in a conversation with her, and suddenly she smiles. Not just any smile, but one that tilts the balance of the moment. Her head leans slightly to the side. Her eyes soften and for a split-second time slows down that subtle head tilt. It's not just cute, it's evolutionary psychology in motion. She's exposing the delicate part of her neck, a gesture rooted in vulnerability and trust. That's her body's way of saying, I feel safe around you. She's lowering her guard, and even without saying a word, she's telling you, I like your presence and I want you closer. And it doesn't stop there when that tilt comes with a real, heartfelt smile, the kind that reaches the corners of her eyes. Not the mechanical grin she offers to acquaintances. You're looking at something deeply meaningful. It's not about charm, it's about connection, because a genuine smile is a mirror of emotional warmth, an open door into her inner world. And when that smile is paired with lingering eye contact, even if only for a few seconds longer than usual, it triggers what scientists call a mirror neuron effect. Your brain reflects her emotions, your body relaxes, your own smile surfaces, and in that moment, something powerful happens. Emotional resonance. This simple exchange becomes a bridge, a moment of quiet intimacy that bypasses logic and speaks straight to your instincts. So don't brush it off as coincidence. In a world flooded with shallow interactions that smile, that tilt, that gaze, they are deliberate signals from a woman who's quietly saying, you matter, as Marcus Aurelius once said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in your way of thinking. In this case, recognizing her subtle signals with stoic clarity allows you to respond, not from desperation, but from grounded confidence. Pay attention to the small things, because they whisper the truth louder than words ever will. Sign. Number 3, mirroring your movements. Sign no. 3 is not just a clue. It's a silent confession dressed in psychology. And if you're wise enough to notice it, you're already steps ahead of most men. It's called mirroring, and it's one of the most instinctive, subconscious ways a woman expresses her desire to connect deeply with you. Think about it. She leans in when you do her arms cross when yours do. Her laugh follows just a beat after yours. This isn't random. This is her nervous system synchronizing with yours. It's the chameleon effect, a powerful psychological phenomenon where we instinctively mimic the gestures, energy and tone of those we are emotionally drawn to. It's the body's primal way of saying, I trust you, I like you, I want more of this. And here's where the old Stoic wisdom kicks in. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. When you carry calm power and centeredness, a high-value woman cannot help but match that frequency, her mirroring of your emotional state. Your calm, your presence, your passion is a form of unspoken respect and admiration. Neuroscience confirms it. Our mirror neurons fire up in the presence of someone we feel strongly connected to. She doesn't even realize she's doing it, but her body has already made the decision. This is not just about copying movement. It's about emotional alignment, harmony, trust. So the next time you notice her echoing your gestures or reflecting your mood, understand this, it's not coincidence. It's chemistry, a silent signal that says, I feel safe with you, I want to match your rhythm. If you see this happening, don't ignore it. Lean into it with grounded confidence. Take the lead with calm, intentional energy. Be the man whose presence demands reflection. And if you've ever caught her mirroring, you drop this powerful affirmation in the comments. I am the man whose presence speaks louder than words. Like this video, hit subscribe for more unshakable insight. And remember, in a world of noise, true attraction is always silent sign. 4 sparks of collision. One of the clearest and most powerful signs a woman is genuinely into you is her use of physical touch, especially when it's subtle, seemingly accidental, yet emotionally loaded. Because when a woman starts finding excuses to make contact, even in the most casual ways, she's signaling her desire to be closer, whether it's a light brush of her fingers against your arm in conversation, a gentle tap on your shoulder as she laughs, or the casual yet deliberate moment. Her hand lingers when passing something to you. These aren't random acts, they're quiet invitations into her emotional world. Stoic philosophers believed in observing the unspoken, in understanding the nature of things without being deceived by appearances, and in the realm of attraction, touch speaks louder than words, as modern research backs up even the softest touch releases oxytocin, the hormone responsible for trust connection and emotional intimacy. And this aligns perfectly with ancient Stoic wisdom: connection is not noise, it's presence. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts." And physical touch is often the colour of hidden thought. Made tangible, when a woman leans in and touches you, it's not just flirtation. It's a mirror of her inner landscape, a sign she feels safe, seen, and emotionally stirred. And when you feel that spark, when her touch lingers in your memory longer than the moment itself, you must recognise that as more than chance. It's a window into her heart. Even playful touches like a shoulder nudge or a soft tap, as she giggles, are not random. They're building a bridge of trust, joy, and vulnerability. So if you're a man grounded in wisdom, don't ignore this signal. A Stoic does not chase, but he observes, he understands, and he responds with calm confidence. If she touches you like that, recognize it. Embrace the moment and let it guide you towards something deeper, more meaningful, as Epictetus taught. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. And in this case, let your skin listen to what her soul is trying to say. Sign number 5, lingering after the conversation. Have you ever been in a conversation where after the main topic is finished, she sticks around a little longer than necessary? She doesn't rush off and instead continues talking, laughing at your jokes, or even just maintaining close proximity. Lingering after the conversation is a subtle but powerful signal that many men overlook. Yet it reveals far more than words ever could when a woman doesn't rush to leave. After the conversation ends, when she stays close, keeps the flow going, with light-hearted laughter, casual remarks, or simply stands beside you in comfortable silence. She's not just being polite, she's investing in the moment. She's choosing presence over distance. The ancient Stoics understood that every action speaks louder than words, and lingering is a choice rooted in emotion, not obligation. As Marcus Aurelius once said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking, when she chooses to stay her thoughts, and more importantly, her feelings are with you. Modern psychology backs this up too. Emotional attraction makes people want to prolong interaction, to stay connected, to remain in the energy of someone who makes them feel alive, seen, and safe. So if you notice her hanging around after the point of the conversation has passed, don't let it slip by. Lean into it. Ask her something about her dreams, her passions, open a new door. In that moment, maybe even suggest grabbing a coffee, a walk, or simply say, "You seem like someone who values deep conversation. I'd love to hear more." These actions show strength, intention, and emotional intelligence, the core of masculine presence rooted in old Stoic wisdom. Remember, real attraction isn't always loud. It often hides in the soft pause, the lingering glance, the few extra seconds she chooses to remain in your world. Pay attention to what she doesn't say. It might be the loudest message of all if you've ever experienced this kind of lingering and felt that unspoken tension in the air. Share your story in the comments. Let the brotherhood of wise men grow stronger by learning from each other's experience. Sign number 6, revealing vulnerability. When a woman reveals vulnerability, it is one of the most powerful signals that she wants a deeper connection. You might notice it in the way she adjusts her clothing, fiddles with her jewelry, or touches her neck while talking. These actions, seemingly innocent or nervous, are not just habits. They are profound signs of trust. The neck, often regarded as one of the most vulnerable and delicate areas of the body, becomes the focus when she subtly exposes it or draws attention to it. This gesture is more than just physical. It's a clear message that says, I feel comfortable with you and I trust you enough to show you my softer side. It's a silent declaration of attraction and intimacy. The act may be born from excitement or nervousness, but the underlying message is clear. She's interested in forging a deeper emotional bond with you. As you notice these subtle cues, don't just observe them, engage with them, mirror her actions, acknowledging her vulnerability in a way that's respectful and sincere. Compliment her, gently acknowledging the beauty of her openness and warmth. You're not only complimenting her appearance, but also honoring her courage to let you see her true self. Recognize these moments of vulnerability for what they are, an invitation to connect on a deeper level. When you respond with kindness and understanding, you show her that you value her beyond the surface. It's these small, meaningful gestures that lay the foundation for a stronger, more genuine connection. Pay attention to them, and you'll find that building a deeper bond is not just possible, but inevitable. So, next time you spot her adjusting her necklace or touching her neck, remember, she's not just being playful. She's offering a glimpse into her heart. Are you ready to notice the signs that could lead to something deeper? If you're ready to take the next step, drop a comment saying, I'm ready for real connection. Like, share, and subscribe for more insights on building deeper, meaningful relationships. Sign number 7, invading your emotional space. Invading your emotional space may sound like a battlefield tactic, but in reality, it's one of the most beautiful silent ways a woman shows she's into you. And if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. Imagine this. You're sitting across from her in a quiet cafe, deep in conversation without a word. She slowly slides her chair closer to yours, not because the table is too wide or the music too loud, but because she wants to be in your orbit or you're waiting in line. And she chooses not to stand at a neutral distance, but inches forward, just close enough that you feel her presence in your space. This isn't mere coincidence or poor etiquette. It's a powerful form of communication she's subtly stepping into, what researchers call your proximic zone, your emotional and physical bubble. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." And in this case, you must listen, not with your ears, but with your awareness when a woman enters your space. In this way, she is expressing comfort, openness, and a desire to be near you without a single word spoken. These nonverbal cues, rooted in instinct and emotion, are her way of asking a silent question. Will you let me in? And if her movements are paired with light, seemingly accidental touches, her hand grazing your arm, her fingers brushing your jacket while laughing, those are no accidents. That is intentional in a world dominated by digital signals and filtered selfies. The unspoken gesture of closing distance is one of the most honest forms of attraction. So the next time you feel her get just a little too close, understand this. It's not about personal space, it's about emotional invitation. It's her way of telling you, I feel safe here. I want to be close to you. Your move now is to respond with equal emotional presence. Don't retreat, don't flinch. Meet her halfway with your own grounded energy. And remember, gentlemen, comfort breeds closeness, and closeness creates connection. Comment below. I recognize her silent signals. Now let us know, have you experienced this subtle form of attraction before? By now, you should have a clearer understanding of the subtle signs that indicate a woman wants you closer. These signs may not always be loud or obvious, but they speak volumes when you learn to recognize them. The key takeaway here is that attraction often isn't about what's said. It's about how she engages with you, how her body language mirrors yours, and those little touches that create a connection between you. But the most important point, recognizing these signs, gives you the power to respond with confidence, patience, and emotional intelligence. By being mindful of these cues, you can foster trust and intimacy. creating an environment where real connections can grow. Remember, it's not just about reading the signs, it's about how you respond to them. Stay grounded in your confidence. Don't rush the process. When you engage with clarity and authenticity, you create space for genuine connections to flourish. So when you notice those subtle behaviors, a smile, a head tilt, a light touch, know that it's her way of telling you she wants you closer. These are the moments that matter in relationships. It's often the quiet gestures and the unspoken moments that hold the most power. Master the art of reading. These signs, stay true to yourself, and with the steady calm of stoicism, you'll navigate these interactions with ease and confidence. Thanks for watching today's video.